What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, I recently picked up the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, and there's honestly not too many huge changes from previous generations, but there are a couple things that I'm really loving about this phone and just Samsung phones in general. So let's get into some of my favorite features of this S25 Ultra and why I've been loving it so far. If you're looking at the design, at first notice, you probably won't notice anything too different, but for me, this color, this like midnight bluish, it's probably my favorite color that I've seen on a phone in general in a long time. When you look at the screen, it almost feels like there's no bezels at all, which is actually crazy. I'm starting to feel like all the major phones are starting to look the same as far as build. If you can't beat them, just join them, I guess, because this looks really good and it feels even better in the hand. The next feature I'm going to talk about is something that I've been wanting Samsung to get so badly ever since I started making YouTube videos or just travel videos in general, and that's the ability to shoot in log profile for your videos. It's basically a stripped down version of your video, which gives you more creative control and more flexibility in post when you're editing your videos. So if you want to set a certain tone with your video, you can change all the colors, all the highlights, and pretty much any setting on that video to make it to whatever you want to be. And I really appreciate that, especially when you're shooting different scenes, different locations, and every location and every shot that you take has a different feel to it, and you want to express that with video. Previously, if you wanted to record video, you're stuck pretty much with Samsung's color profile, whatever they choose, and typically that's like really saturated, the colors pop a lot, which, I mean, it looks good, but there's no flexibility there, and that's something that I really loved on iPhones for the past couple of years. So yeah, I've been playing around with Samsung's log profile for the past couple of days, and I think all the videos just look a lot better. Honestly, it doesn't look quite as good as Apple Log to me, but it's the first version of it, and I'm sure it'll get better in the future, but I'm just really happy that Samsung put it in for this year. The next feature is something that I feel like people will really sleep on when it comes to Samsung phones. A lot of people don't even know that they can do this with their phone, and that's Samsung DeX. Samsung DeX allows your phone to do is wirelessly connect to any monitor and basically use that monitor as a PC running off of your phone. If you get an Auto Pro X, which is today's sponsor, then you'll be able to do all of that, but in your car screen. Now, I've been using the Auto Pro X for a couple months now in my car. This takes it to a whole nother level because, like I said, anything you can do with your PC, you can now do in your car. And I love the versatility of Auto Pro X. You can use it in split screen and have maps on one side and have music, or you can watch YouTube videos, Netflix, Hulu, and that's all running off of a Samsung. And I think one of my favorite things about using the Auto Pro X and a Samsung, now that Google Gemini has basically replaced Bixby, which I'll talk about in a second, but you can use Gemini inside the car for pretty much anything. So yeah, if you want to learn more about the Auto Pro X, definitely click the link in the description and check it out and let me know what you think. So I touched on the fact that Google Gemini has now replaced Bixby, and I think that's one of my favorite things of this S25 so far, because on the S24 and previous, you just had to use Bixby for pretty much anything involving a voice assistant. So now the fact that you can just hold the power button and Google Gemini pops up makes it more than just like a voice assistant. It's like a personal assistant, and I mean that because one example is, let's say you're going to the gym and you don't have a workout in mind. You can just ask Gemini, hey, I'm working on legs. Give me a leg workout that can last an hour or something like that. The only thing that I'm really curious about when it comes to that is the fact that Samsung said all these AI features are free up until the end of the year, which makes me wonder what's gonna happen when the year's over. I've been using all of these AI tools for free. We'll see what happens at the end of the year, but yeah, Google Gemini on the Samsung is definitely one of my favorite things about this S25 Ultra. Like I said before, there weren't too many standout features or huge upgrades from the S24 Ultra. I can see what they're kind of building towards in the future. I just hope that we don't have to pay for it. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Peace.